First of all, I consider the Global Environment Facility to be one of the leaders in looking at systems change and looking holistically at the problem of climate change and regeneration, etc. And so we're following a lot of their work and we admire it. What we're looking at from our side is that Skymining is about reversing the carbon flow in society, and flow currency is about decoupling the current money system from the degradation and depletion of Earth resources. So I don't think we can address climate change without also addressing that all money is brought into the system as debt that needs to be serviced with interest. If you have any kind of wealth creation in the world, if that's matched by an equal amount of fiat currency creation as debt, you basically have an annihilation of wealth creation at the moment wealth is created. And this is something we must very seriously address in a way that doesn't threaten those holding fiat currencies. We feel that what went wrong in the world can be reduced down to one word: reciprocity. Humans used to live in a give-and-take relationship with natural systems and Mother Earth. And now we've become a species that only takes. When humans started only taking down forests and replanting too little, taking nutrients out of soils without putting it back, and the biggest thing of all that we're taking is carbon, and that has caused climate change. So in my view, in my company's view, and my co-founder's view, it's all very simple. We're not giving back. If we gave back as much carbon or more as we're taking out, we wouldn't even have a climate change problem. So maybe the problem and the solution is captured best in that word, reciprocity. And if giving carbon back is the solution, we need to look at living systems that actually take carbon out of the atmosphere and put it in the ground while producing food, fiber, and fuel, the three services all mankind depends on every day and forever. So if we turn CO2 back into the three basic products that we all need, then it can suddenly become profitable to reverse climate change. That's what we do with Skymining. Skymining is literally mining carbon out of the sky, turning it into food, fiber, and fuel at such a high profit that it makes more money to regenerate the planet than to harm it. And that was our goal from the beginning. We have to make it more profitable to heal the earth than to harm it. But now we need to talk about the money system. Now we all know fiat currencies are brought into being on computers as debt. That means that all new money creation is debt. There's two problems with the current money system. Number one, individuals, companies, and governments are all pursuing growth. They want to have a bigger economy next year than last year, more profit next year than this year. If all profit comes from depleting Earth resources, mining and taking things out of the Earth, then right now we have a situation where growth is coupled to degeneration and degradation. That coupling has to be cut. We cannot have a coupling between financial growth, growth in economic terms, and the depletion of natural wealth. Flow currency is brought into being if you restore a square meter of land. That square meter of land was either desert or marginal land or a long ago deforested area, and it's regenerated to create food, fiber, and fuel at high profits. That means if a currency unit reestablishes land, regenerates and heals land, that land will subsequently back that currency unit. And now you have an asset-backed currency. Land value and food and fiber and fuel prices usually go up 2-3% a year with inflation. So when you attach a currency unit to the products coming from the earth, you have the world's first inflation-proof currency. Now that's a miracle in and of itself, to have an inflation-proof currency because it's backed by natural systems. So I've introduced what I think is one of the key words, the key word that can capture climate change and how we can turn things around, reciprocity. But the second important word I have to introduce is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means available everywhere at all times. And ubiquitous is a word not many people know necessarily, but everybody has to learn. Because whoever suggests a solution to climate change or the degradation of living systems on Earth so late in the game as 2018 has to offer the world something that can become ubiquitous, something that can become available everywhere all the time. So Skymining, the act of returning carbon to the Earth, can be attached to your credit card each time you buy something. So you're automatically giving back every time you buy something. That's one way of making it ubiquitous. So how we do that is attach the act of giving back to an existing habit like shopping. And the second thing that's ubiquitous in the world is money. Today we live in a world where almost 7 billion people are pursuing money, either to survive or to thrive or to have some kind of growth. If you change money, if money becomes something that's healing the earth and that becomes asset-backed by the healed earth, then it's suddenly okay to pursue money. If money performs a healing function, then the desire for more money can suddenly be turned into the service of good. I think that's what's needed. Solutions that are so global, so ubiquitous, that we can actually make a difference within a few years.